Is this not the cutest fan ever? I love it, and I love this sweatshirt that Essie sent me. It says Essie on the front, and then on the back it says Stress Blessed and Nail Obsessed. And of course, I love it, but I am sweating my booty off because it is hot in here, and I'm wearing a sweatshirt, so I need that fan again. All right, so today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the new jelly polishes from Essie. No, I'm not a fan of jelly polishes. I don't like jelly polishes, and I don't own very many jelly nail polishes, but I wanted to review these for you guys, and I did end up realizing that I do like quite a few of these polishes, so stay tuned to see which polishes I love. I did receive 6 of these polishes compliments of Essie, so thank you, Essie. The other 6 I did purchase, and I do have some left over for a giveaway. So whoever is the first to comment down below that they want the 6 jelly polishes that I have that are extra, you win those polishes. It must be US only. So yeah, go for it. Post down below and I'll send these to you. So there are 9 polishes in this release. There are all jelly polishes. So without further ado, let's get right into these polishes. All right, starting off here, we have Sky Jelly. Sky Jelly is one of my favorite polishes from this release. This is described as a vibrant blue nail polish with yellow undertones and a translucent finish. And this is a 3-coater. I love the way this one builds up. It's so pretty, and this is one of the jellies in this collection that I would actually wear. Here you can see how the polish looks in different lighting. So you can see it under my studio lighting and then indoors with no special lighting. And then here you can see how it looks outdoors. After building this polish up in 3 coats, I would say this polish is pretty much fully opaque. Here you can see comparisons. We have Essie Ripple Reflect, 1 coat of that, 1 coat of Essie Flare for Fun, and then 2 coats of Essie Out of the Blue. I just wanted to throw in some blues so you can see how this blue tone compares to other polishes you might be familiar with. Next up, another fave from this collection. This is the green. This is Cactus Jelly, and this is another one that does build up pretty much to full opacity in 3 coats. So if you do prefer wearing your jelly polishes a little bit more opaque like I do, you might like this polish. It's described as a mid-tone matcha green with yellow undertones, and I'm a definite fan of this beauty. Here you can see how the polish looks in different lighting. So under studio lighting and then indoors with no special lighting. And then here you can see how it looks outdoors. Getting right into a few comparisons that I pulled out. Here we have Essie Gel Couture Tool the World, Essie Not So Natural, and then Essie Belief in Yourself. So you can see how those compare. Next up is the white from this collection. This is Arctic Jelly. Arctic Jelly is described as a soft white jelly with subtle yellow undertones. I don't see any yellow undertones in this. I would actually say it's more of a cool tone white over a warm tone white. This one does build up okay in 3 coats. It definitely still looks like a sheer slash jelly polish in 3 coats, but I like the way this one looks. It's a great option if you're looking for a sheer white. Here you can see how the polish looks in different lighting. So in indoors with no special lighting, and then outdoors in the sunlight. You can see some streakiness in the polish there in the outdoor lighting. And then here you can see how the polish looks under my studio lighting. And then I wanted to pull out these polishes to compare for you. I have Essie Waltz, but it has yellowed because it's so old. So I pulled out Funny Bunny and Marshmallow so you can see how those look. I would say OPI Funny Bunny and Marshmallow are more opaque than Arctic Jelly, but this gives you an idea of how Arctic Jelly compares to other white jellies. And next up, here we have Blush Jelly. Blush Jelly is described as a creamy pink jelly with yellow undertones, and this one is basically pretty much fully opaque in 2 coats. So I'm a fan. I am definitely more of a fan of jellies that are more opaque, which maybe I don't like jellies if that's the case. I definitely don't like any of these jellies in just 1 coat. But as far as this polish goes, I really do love the pink shade, and I think it's a very pretty polish. Here you can see how it looks in different lighting. So indoors with no special lighting, and then under my studio lighting, and then here you can see how it looks outdoors in the sunlight. Pulling out some comparisons, here we have Essie Everything's Rosy, Essie Pretty in Pearls. Sorry about Lola's footsteps in the background there. So back to the polishes. Essie Pretty in Pearls, that's 2 coats. And then I pulled out Olive Ab Amaryllis, and that is a 3-coater. Okay, next up we have Cheeky Jelly, and this is probably my least favorite. This and the yellow, actually. My least favorite from this collection. This is definitely one that I would do 3 coats on. It's pretty sheer. It's described as a rosy neutral with red undertones, and I just don't like the way these polishes look on my skin tone. Here you can see how the polish looks indoors with no special lighting, under my studio lighting, and then here you can see how it looks outdoors in the sunlight. Getting into comparisons, here we have Essie Suit and Tide. It was actually pretty close to that one, but Suit and Tide is way more opaque. And then Essie Sorrento Yourself is darker, and then Essie Never Basic was actually had a little bit more peachy pink in it. It looks more similar here in the video than it was in real life. All right, I lied. This is my least favorite from this collection. This is Ink Jelly. It's a black jelly, and I will definitely not be wearing this. If I did nail art, I guess this might be something I would use, but I don't do nail art, so I'm not gonna be wearing it. Here you can see how it looks in different lighting. So indoors with no special lighting, under my studio lights, and then outdoors in the sunlight. And I didn't do any comparisons for this polish, but I did top this with Lustrous Luxury, and I would be wearing it like this. It's actually very pretty. So if you see me wearing this ink jelly, it will only be with Lustrous Luxury over it. Okay, and another fave from this collection, this is Orchid Jelly. This is one that builds up in 2 to 3 coats. I did 2 coats here in the live swatch. I believe I did 3 coats in the comparison photos. Look how pretty this purple is. I love shades like this, and I am so glad I have this to add to my collection. Here you can see how the polish looks in different lighting. So indoors under studio lighting, indoors with no special lighting, and then outdoors in the sunlight. And comparisons. Here I pulled out Essie Worth the Tassel. That was 2 coats. I pulled out Essie Expressy Skip the Track. I totally forgot about that polish. So you can see it has a little bit more gray in it. And then Essie Pursuit of Craftiness also has a little bit more gray in it. And then here we have Buttercup Jelly. Buttercup Jelly is, like I said, one of the polishes I'm not a huge fan of. This is described as a pale yellow with red undertones, and this is one, I needed 3 to 4 coats on this one. And so, you know, I'm not a huge fan of layering that many coats, so yeah, just not a fan. Here you can see how the polish looks in different lighting. So indoors under my studio lighting, and then outdoors in the sunlight. And then here you can see how it looks indoors with no special lighting. I didn't do any comparisons for this one because I have nothing that compares to this yellow. All of my yellows are pretty opaque. And last but not least, this is Apricot or Apricot Jelly, however you choose to say that. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. This is actually one of the polishes I enjoyed. I usually don't like oranges, but for some reason I was a fan of this one. This one was a 3-coater, and it built up pretty nicely. And it does still have kind of a sheer jelly look, and I'm actually a fan of it. So maybe, I don't know why. Here you can see how it looks in different lighting. So indoors with no special lighting, indoors under my studio lighting, and then outdoors in the sunlight. And comparisons. Here I put out Orly Lion's Ear. It was actually quite a bit brighter than it's showing in this video. And ILMP's Tango from their watercolor jellies. So you can see how those compare. All right, you guys, so what did you think of these polishes? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys are a fan of jelly polishes, or if you're not so much of a fan and you prefer to stick with opaque polishes. Just let me know in the comments down below. All right, guys, hope you have an absolutely fabulous morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, make it great. All right, love you guys. Sorry for my hoarse voice. I was sick last week. All right, love you guys. Bye.